maybe it's as simple as he came into the NFL pre-salary cap, and 30 years into the salary cap, 30 years into not getting to an NFC championship, maybe it's as simple as he's never understood the cap. He's never cared about the cap. He views the cap as an impediment to what he's trying to do. You know, just like these big businesses, they don't want all these regulations. Oh, there's too many regulations. Yeah, because we want to do whatever the hell we want to do. We want to pollute your water. We want to give you bad products that you have no recourse. We don't want to have agencies telling us that we can't do things the way we want to do them. The salary cap tells me I can't do things the way I want to do them. Screw the salary cap. Maybe that's why. Maybe he's been battling with this salary cap dragon for 30 years, and that's why they haven't gotten to an NFC championship. He doesn't know how to properly do it. And look, it's clear in the documentary that Jimmy Johnson, one of the problems that existed between the two of them, Jimmy Johnson had the chops. He had the time. He had the knowledge of football. Jerry Jones didn't. He was a barnstormer. He was a guy that got rich somewhere else, came in and bought a team. Didn't qualify him to scout players. And nothing about his experience qualified him to deal with the salary cap. So if you're not going to hire a real general manager, if you're going to hold that job for 36 years, you're going to have issues. And maybe Michael Holley, maybe we're getting to the bottom of it. Maybe we're getting to the Tootsie Roll center or the Tootsie Pop in more than 3 licks. Maybe this is as simple as Jerry just refuses to deal with or understand or properly factor the salary cap, and they just get it wrong, and they blow it, and they wait too long, and they do these deals that tie their hands, and then they do another deal because they waited too long, and it ties their hands. And now your hands are tied 5 different ways, and you're looking for a way out. And getting Micah Parsons to do a deal that isn't as strong as the deal he should get, that's part of your way out of this mess you've created for yourself with CeeDee Lamb, with Dak Prescott, with Ezekiel Elliott years ago, and that reverberated years later. Maybe it's as simple as that. I can't figure out the salary cap, so I'm going to try to gotcha my way into a contract that helps me under the salary cap.
Now, he probably doesn't want to hear this, but if the problem is, if the sticking point is the cap itself and not being sure exactly how this thing works, just look in your division. Look at Philadelphia. Look at Howie Roseman and that operation and how they've done it. And they've been to not only the conference championship, they've been to the Super Bowl multiple times under Howie Roseman. And they've won that thing multiple times under Roseman. And they are looking not just at this year, they're looking 2 or 3 years down the road. You can see it in the players that they draft. Oh, this guy, he's drafted to replace him in a couple of years. Or, hey, this is a free agent signing. This is a bridge guy. So when this player is ready to step up and ready to get paid, Philadelphia is prepared for it. Look at what Buffalo just did with James Cook. It was a hold-in. They figured out the deal. With Josh Allen, they've given him big money. They've adjusted the money. Kansas City has done this with Chris Jones and Patrick Mahomes. I mean, all the best teams know how to do it. That's why I said Jerry does know talent. I did question that in the beginning, right after Jimmy Johnson left. I said, wow, that was Jimmy figuring that whole thing out. And I think they've gotten better. They've gotten a lot. They've drafted well. And I know it's not all Jerry, and Will Clay does a really good job.
I think Will McClay has a lot to do with it. Will McClay,
I'm sorry.
He hired somebody who knows how to do it, and Jerry takes all the credit. For that. But he hasn't hired somebody to do the salary cap side that manages it in a way that Jerry will go along with. They may have a great salary cap person that Jerry is just ignoring.
Yeah, because I'll give him credit, even if he doesn't know talent. I will give him credit for bringing in somebody who understands, draft value, how to manipulate the board, and how to bring in people who fit their system. But their behavior on the cap is really embarrassing. It's embarrassing because it puts them in situations that they shouldn't be in. They should have a lot more flexibility than they have right now. So I don't know how far does Micah take it is a big question, Mike, because we've seen a lot of players scrub their social media and then come back and put the team right back on there, sign a deal, and they live happily ever after. How serious is Micah Parsons right now?
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.